Hello, May 1st, Beltane and Wesak together. May 1st, it's a huge portal, something that you can ever imagine. Beltane, it's a celt first, but the celt just came by just before Jesus Christ, just a few hundred years before. But this feast, these events placed in the middle between the equinox of the 21st of March and the solstice of the 21st of June is an event that is celebrated all around the world, I would say, since 10,000 years, and some parts of me would tell more than that, maybe 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 years, because, and certainly more, because you do know our ancestors did feel the huge cosmic moments of energies coming on, the portals, much more than we do feel them. That's my goal today, is for you to transmit you what this portal will be about. First of all, it's a portal which is linked to the manifestation, because actually for a lot of people, it's the chaos. They don't know where they are. They see their life breaking down. They see everything's flowing from them, the thing that they have united to get some security. And everything is put into questions. Why? Because the heart is exploding sometimes. There are events that occur that reveals a lot of tensions, a lot of stress, maybe sometimes a lot of anxiety and a lot of fears. And all those things are really putting people into the chaos. So it's time to let things flow away, and to build something really new. It's time to open to the chaos, to let the light flow into that. And to let the light flow into that means to be really conscious about what will go on the 1st of May. Because some people are totally unconscious about all those portals. That means they won't get any information from that, any evolution from that. But you, with me, you became conscious about what is going on. So I repeat that the middle point between the equinox is the time where everything in us is balanced, either the internal beings than the external beings, in peace and quiet. And the solstice is a time where the external things, it's as it most, with all the excess that it can represent for certain people. They go really with too much speed without really hearing to what your heart is telling. They are not following the path of heart. They are following sometimes the stress and the path of the mind, because there are so many energies going on until the 21st of June. So that's why this middle point of the 1st of May is so important, and that has been called by the Celts Beltane. And Beltane is really a fantastic portal. If we were talking about the Celtic portals, we could talk about Samhain, which is really a tremendous one. Samhain, it's the period in the beginning of November when the border between the world is the thinner possible, and that's really the time where you can contact that this is the best way possible. That's what I've done very often, especially with my father at this time, and especially more because his birthday was during this period. So, those portals doesn't have to be ignored. They have to be passed with consciousness. And this one, the middle point, is really a very important one, because that's our time of preparation to manifest everything which is coming out from this chaos, our new self. It's really a new birth which is coming there. And I want to prove it to you, because more than a solar feast, because solar events, the 1st of May has all the Celtic events or named Celtics has been inscribed into the solar calendar. But you know, or do you know, that all the sacred sites that I've studied a lot, I made 2 books about that, 2 huge books in France about that, and I am pretty well known in France about that. There have been much more real about the moon events or about what's going on during the night, about the cosmic events that goes on during the night, because there is much more to explore and to feel and to be in accordance, in acquaintance with, and to be in harmony with during the nighttime than during the daytime, except at the time of the sun rising or the sun settings, which are very important moments of energies. But so let's talk again. Some people have tried to make up of events that were lunar events to make them solar events. Okay, I won't talk about that, but that's a fact. And if you want to really benefit from all the energies of the portals, you have to find something, the date which is between the solstice and the equinox, or between the equinox and the solstice, and you have to find the day where the full moon is the closest to this solar date. And know what? This year's there is a coincidence between the two, so that's something fantastic. The solar calendar and the lunar calendars are so well done that the 1st of May, you will have either Beltane, the solar events, and the full moon all together. So that means that the portal is at its top, really. And moreover, there is something much more important, I would say, that's the Wesak. That's the Buddha feast. You know, the Buddha, he was living around 600, 700 before Jesus Christ. And the Shakyamuni Buddha, I know him a little because I've seen one of his relics. I've been close to one of his relics in Paris, in Beltane. And that's really something fantastic. That's an experience that you can't forget. That's, wow, there is so much intense vibration coming out from these relics. Wow, something fantastic. It's thrilling. All your body is vibrating, really. And that's the kind of experience I love while going into sacred sites. But let's come back to the Buddha, this feast. So that means that all around the world, there will be millions of people just honoring the compassion's ways of the Buddha. And for spiritual peoples like myself, I believe that Wesak, it's either the Buddha feast, it's a Buddha event, and either the Christ. So it's Buddha and Christ united. So it's compassion and truly love, true love, and I would say unconditional love united. So that really is something fantastic. But what is compassion in a way? What is for you compassion? I believe that everybody has a heart and light into himself or herself, and that we do have to see it, but not so many people can truly access to this heart, to this love, this pure love, and this light, because a lot of veils has been put above this pure love and light by life, by genetics means, by education, by transgenerational things, by precedent lives before them, and so on, by precedent incarnation. And so there is not so many people who can in reality truly access to what is their true love, unconditional love, and their true light. It's really a work to do. It's a healing process also. It's to open to compassion, I would say, and to see that the people who have taken from us the access to that were in fact acting through the veils that has been brought onto them. By what? By the genetic, by their parents, by education, by societies, by the emotional wounds, and so on. And we really do go above that and practice compassion, because that's a way of being ourselves in peace. And there is also another notion which is very important during those days, during these portals, and that's mean why this portal is really a portal of manifestation, because we can go above the chaos. We can go in our true light, in our true heart, and answer to really the question, how do I manifest really? Who am I? That's a very important questions. And what I like you to think about, it's this union of compassion and unconditional love of Christ. Because unconditional love, do you think that most of us will research, I would say, love in their life because their parents does not give them unconditional love. They give us conditional love. If you are like that, I will love you. So that's why we have cut so many parts of ourselves. But the real unconditional love can be found out in our divine parts, in our Christ parts, in our eternal parts. And that's why the Amerindians did say our children doesn't belong to us. They belong to Mother Earth. So we free you from the limitations of our human beings, and we give you to the goddess Earth so that you can really realize the divine, that is, who is, I would say, who rather than that, who is really and truly in you. That's your true and authentic part. And so there is really an occasion, a chance to go through your divine part to find out really what unconditional love is about, and to be in peace and to heal with the compassion energies, moods, which will be going on all around the world in the collective consciousness, in the unitary planes of consciousness, united planes of consciousness. And so this portal of the 1st of May is really very, very, very important for all of us, due to the amount of energy that this point, these cosmic events is provoking. And when there is such an amount of energies going on because of cosmic events like that, all the telluric energies of the earth are really increasing because they are linked all together. And so there will be also a huge amount, and there is also, because these events, you can feel it since 3 days, and it will last until the 1st of May, and it will last 10 days after a while. And so everything is at work right now in all of us, all around the world, so to have a chance to change and to access to the true love and to change our life and to know which form, which shape our true natures can manifest himself or itself into the world, into the universe right now. So I wish you a wonderful passage through the portal of the 1st of May, Beltane and Wesak united, Christ and Buddha united, compassion and infinite love united, and a tremendous amount of cosmic and telluric energies at this time. So a way, really a chance to go above the chaos and to find really what we all are here for, and so what we do have to manifest. And I would say much more, that in this time of chaos, we really have to let the whole things, everything that maintain our habits, everything that maintains ourselves, to let everything flows, to leave the new one appear. That's really a birth time. So nice rebirth for all of you here this 1st of May, and be really conscious about what's going on. With my love and conditional and compassion, I am Philip. just follow us and don't hesitate to subscribe if you did love that. Bye bye. See you then for next time. We will go on still much more to the episode 3 of how to develop your extrasensorial capabilities. I know that subjects that you follow quite a lot because we do have a tremendous amount, much more than you can imagine, of psychic capabilities, and I will talk to you all that. That's a subject that we can explore for the years to go, and we'll see much more. I wish you love. Bye bye.